Hello and welcome back to another episode of 2 Point Museum, where we are back in our art museum. We're going to be playing through a little bit more of the Arty-Facts DLC in this episode, hopefully getting from 3 stars to 4 stars. And so Zara Fitzpocket is back to help us as ever. Frauds, fakes and phonies. I've got good news and bad news. The museum is gaining a reputation and turning heads all over the county. That's the good part. Unfortunately, some of that attention is coming from the art nappers. The art nappers are a crime guild specialised in nabbing rare and valuable pieces of art. You may find they've replaced some of your exhibits with hyper-realistic fakes. Every great art museum must fight to keep their collection safe and authentic. Okay. Alright, so we're basically going to have to get really on top of our security. Let's see how our security is doing. Looks like we've got a lot of people, like security guards, walking around, but we don't actually have... Oh yeah, we do have a security room, so we probably want to get some security cameras. Although actually it does look like we've got quite a few of those as well. Let's just make sure that the whole place is covered with security cameras. So I've got one here, and we can just pop them down, so like over here, these exhibits don't look like they're covered currently. Nor some of the exhibits around here. And these exhibits are also looking very vulnerable. This exhibit is also looking a little vulnerable. And let's play to see how all this security is looking. I think we need one over here for this piece of art as well. And I hadn't even looked at our objectives, but we're fulfilling them as we speak. Place 6 security cameras within range of a camera room. We also need to employ a security guard qualified in level 2 camera room, so let's get on to a little bit of training as well. Here are our security guards. No one's actually got a free training slot, which is a shame. So we might have to hire a new guy. The other thing we can do is, like, this guy's up to rank 8. He'll get a new training slot when he levels up to rank 10. So we could try and rank him up and then train him in camera room a second time. So I forgot to even pay attention to his name. Cat Tumbleweed. Okay, so why don't we send Cat Tumbleweed on a few expeditions, because that always tends to get their XP up, which will improve their rank. Okay, there's actually not really anywhere we can send our security guards yet that are unlocked. We can go to Tumble Downs. We've already discovered everything we want to here, but... yeah, okay, let's just go back there. Make sure we're bringing Cat Tumbleweed. And the cargo I'm going to choose is this Expedition Journal, so we get plus 25% XP for all staff. And I think we can take someone with Emotional Intelligence to discover traces of joy. And someone with pilot wings as well. There we go. And we've actually got a crate here that we can open up, so let's check it out. This must have been something we got the last time we were at this museum. We have discovered the history of art, the foundational lower hemisphere of the history of art. Ah, it's an incomplete exhibit. Okay, we need 2 more bits. So let's go ahead and attach it. Apparently we've already got one bit of it. Where is it? Ah, we've got it out the front here. Interesting. That's such a good point, because I don't have a security camera out here. So that would probably be a good idea. Let's put a little security camera like that out the front. Days since last exhibit stolen. Okay, we need to survive 80 days with no exhibits stolen. So I think it said these art nappers come out the loo and they disguise themselves as art experts. What, maybe like this guy? No, he's a real art expert. This person? Oh, this is a criminal. Reveal thief. How do I reveal him? Has he already been revealed? He seems to be thinking about stealing the stinker. Because the security camera's on him, so a security guard should be coming over to apprehend him, really. Don't really know why he's not being... oh my god, and there's another one here. Okay, I think we might need to hire a couple more security guards, because I'm worried that these guys aren't being dealt with. So we need people on the ground. Let's get just the 2 that are already here. They're not necessarily the best employees to hire, but time is of the essence. So there we go. They've both been apprehended. Is there anyone else we should be looking to apprehend? I'm assuming nothing's been stolen, because this time is still going up, which is good. Do we want maybe one more security guard? Claudia Spanner, she does literally have the worst trait that security guard can have. Narrow field of view for security. Let's see if this next person's any better. Half-wit. Well, none of that's great. Oh, this guy. Okay, we need to reveal this guy as a thief. does look like our security guards are really not doing a lot of work. I think we're going to have to hire one of these people just to go ahead and pursue you. Because also no one's really picking up our donation bins either. Okay, I think the heist is over, so hopefully that's all done for now. We probably go off on another expedition. There's a piece of famous art we haven't discovered here yet, so let's send some people off there. Oh, we need to bring a survey scanner to stop this avalanche. Yeah, okay. Do we have a workshop? I think we do, don't we? Oh no, maybe I deleted our workshop. Yeah, I think I did. Whoops. So we can't build a survey scanner. Fine. Oh wow, literally all of our donation bins are totally full. We've got another crate, so let's see what's in there. This security guard is still quite a way off being leveled up. It's gonna take a lot for that to happen, I think. And we've unlocked an epic perceptor cycle. So this is something that we already have, but this one is, yeah, only great quality. So let's send that one to the inventory and get out our slightly better one. And then I can't really remember what we should do with this one. I guess we can try and sell it in an auction or something. Oh, a museum has been spotted. Not a museum, sorry. A criminal has been spotted. Still needing a few more security guards to come and collect these donations, I think. Let's get this guy. Oh, Snoopy's auction wants us to submit paintings that evoke joy. Okay, I will accept that. I'm not sure we'll actually get rid of any paintings though. Quarterly crime report. We exposed and captured 9 criminals, so that was all of them. So we actually dealt with that pretty well. And we, yeah, completed that part of the objectives. So we're still just looking to employ a security guard qualified in level 2 camera room. So I think we still got to keep working on Cat Tumbleweed, really. Let's maybe send them off on another expedition. We could go to Upper Etching, where we might find some art materials. Okay, they're all ready to go off on that expedition, so let's send them away. Maybe get another one going at the same time. I'm going to pin the unlock objectives of these 2 places that we would like to unlock. And we still need to discover a bit more of this history of art, famous art, kind of sculpture that we're collecting parts of, so why don't we send some people back there as well. There we go, there's a second expedition we can send away. Okay, I'm looking for ways to increase XP quickly, and it seems that working in the camera room does that, so I'm going to try and get Cat Tumbleweed to pretty much just work in the camera room, and the person who's already in the camera room can do something else. Yep, so now Cat Tumbleweed is going to work in the camera room, which should be pretty good for their XP accumulation. We do need quite a lot more to get you to level 10. This might take a little while. Just gone through and made sure that everyone is happy with their salary as well to increase everyone's pay satisfaction. Ooh, ephemera money gained an understanding of sophistication. Let's go check out what reward we got from this. Open crate. Oh, we found marble. I'm assuming we're going to be able to use that in our sculpting, which is pretty cool. We've got a second crate here, so let's open that up. We've also unlocked a new location on the map, which is good as well. And good, we got another piece of our History of Art exhibition. That is exactly what we wanted, so let's go ahead and attach that. I think this is now 3 out of 4 pieces done. Yeah, we just need one final part of it. So let's go back to that place. Was that Urban Jungle? Yes, it is. So we'll send them back there quickly. Get them some more XP while they're at it. And then let's see if we can send someone off to our new area. Yeah, we've just unlocked this one. So we need an art expert and 2 assistants to go over there. We do need one of our assistants who is trained as a model. I think we've got 2 of those. Yes, we do. Why don't we bring Jacques with us? And we also want someone who is trained in 2D art. So how about Camilla van Bronzen? And then just any highly ranked assistant, really. Okay, detailed expedition, and off they go. Oh, no one's in the camera room. That is meant to be Cat Tumbleweed's job. For some reason, maybe they're taking a break or something. Oh no, they are working in the camera room. I'm gonna, yeah, literally take everyone else off working in the camera room because I really want Cat Tumbleweed to get all the XP we can from that. It is going up fairly quickly. So we're now also at the point where we seem to be able to purchase a few extra plots in this art museum. I don't think we can purchase every plot, but actually a lot of them are available to us. So we could get something just down the side over here. Only costs 15,000. Yeah, I think let's go ahead and purchase it. Tempted to even get these other ones as well. Oh, we need to stage a music performance and employ 2 experts who understand rage for that. Okay, let's pin those objectives. And this one, we need to create 2 original art exhibits that evoke sorrow and create and display 5 sculptures. So let's pin that as well. But for now, we have just unlocked this whole new plot, so we should be able to build some more things. Oh, we've got a crate. Let's open it up. The final part of our history of art globe. Perfect. Let's attach it. And yeah, now that is complete. So that delivers quite a lot of buzz, which is cool. It is in pristine condition. Maybe we'll make it so that it can't be stolen, because that'll be a very annoying one to have to replace. Although actually, maybe we should do that more on like the Mona Lisa or something. Although Mona Lisa already has security tag. Maybe this pristine one. Although this actually apparently... yeah, this is famous art. This is also famous art, so maybe this can get the security tag. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stage a music performance, I think, because that's another one of our mini objectives in order to be able to unlock this plot. And I would like to go ahead and build a new building over on this plot, really. We want to do a couple of things with it. We probably want to build a marketing office. We just want new exhibition spaces. And let's see if we can get this looking like a kind of cool industrial building. Don't think I want this one to be super symmetrical or anything. I actually went to a very cool art museum recently in Copenhagen because I was there on holiday. It was the Louisiana Modern Art Museum, or it was called something like that. And it was kind of like a maze. It had all of these different rooms and then they were connected by these kind of long corridors. It was also just in an amazing setting. But maybe I could try and build something like that. So we can have kind of big exhibition rooms and then kind of corridors connecting them. I mean, I suppose it could be symmetrical. That does seem to be kind of happening whether I like it or not. Everything I build turns out symmetrical. Okay, there we go. I think that's a pretty cool concept. I wonder if I want just a little bit of extra room jutting out like that. This can be a kind of just a purely staff corridor back there or something. And then we need some entrances for sure. I think we'll just have one big one out the front there. Well, we could do one out the back as well, yeah, just to make it a bit easier to get in. I think we do want some windows around, although really what I want is kind of like long windowed corridors along here. Let's get a few more windows going into the courtyard as well. Okay, there we go. There's all the windows on the corridors. We can always add a few into the exhibit rooms as well if we want. We're going to want a few ticket booths over in here. I think just like that and that maybe. So yeah, let's go ahead and complete that as a room. And then I kind of want to build a wall across there and a wall across here. And then I want this to be a staff only area. Ooh, we've got a security archway we can place. Perhaps we could try having our first one of those like across here. If we unlock the security archway and have it like that, maybe we probably need one on our other entrance as well. And that should hopefully make security not much of a problem over in this museum, in this section of the museum. Okay, Cat Tumbleweed has managed to get up to level 9. Now we've just got to wait a little bit for them to get up to level 10. Oh, and we've been gifted a survey scanner from someone. That's pretty useful. Oh, and we've got a crate that I've been ignoring, so let's go ahead and open that as well. Ooh, Cheese Lobulus. This is also famous art, and it's an incomplete exhibit. This hulking great cheesehead is the county's first documented example of cheese ball. Before there were rules, a formalized league, or a trophy sponsored by cheesy gubbins, ancient athletes would take it in turns to lob the cheese as far as they could, and boy could they. It's only average quality, but I think let's go and place it down, maybe in our new exhibition area. Wants to be near an art exhibit, we won't be able to do that for a while. I will give it a bit of a few info stands, I suppose, and a donation box as well. I think we could try changing the floor in some of these areas. Then it kind of makes the walking path clear, which is pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. That's looking nice. It will also need some little info stands. We could in fact even do one of these nice big rounded corner ones. Could be quite cool. And I think we're going to want some security cameras around these areas as well. Seems like they might be a bit too far from the security room to operate, so why don't we get another security room over in this little staff area. Can build a little camera room just like that. Make sure they've got some donuts in there. They always love the donuts. We've also got a bunch of fun little wall decorations that we can unlock that we could add in here. Like this security radar. Although actually, is there room for that? Looks like there is. A security lockbox, which there isn't room for. So let's go ahead and just build that as it is. So we're going to need someone who can work in security in camera over there, so I'm going to have to change my job assignment slightly. So I will let some other people work in the camera room. And I'll go for this other highly qualified person, Linda Force. And maybe these lower ranked people as well. Okay, another thing we might want to do is build a marketing office. Wonder if that could just fit in that little spot here. There we go, it's a pretty good marketing office. Do we have actually anyone trained who could work there? Unclear. Oh yeah, Thomas Rake is trained in marketing, so he should be able to go and work there. Let's make sure that he's not assigned to do anything else, so that he stays in the marketing office. And we could probably get him working on some kind of marketing campaign. Maybe Cubist campaign? Go for an elaborate one and repeat it. Let's go off on a couple more exhibitions while we're waiting for Cat Tumbleweed to level up. Got some undiscovered interactive art over here, so let's go and find that. There we go, detailed expedition, off they go. And then Underlook Hotel, this might be the one we needed, yeah, a survey scanner for, which we do now have one of because we were gifted one. So let's bring that. And then it means we can try and get someone else trained up in Rage. One of our emotionally intelligence artists. So let's go for Mona Styles. So let's send them off. Okay, and now I've got all this extra space. Another thing I would quite like to build is a workshop, which we did end up deleting before. So let's get it over in this corner maybe. And I'll just get all of the little decorative items down to get it to be a nice high level. There we go, there's a level 5 workshop. So we could probably start some projects in here. I think it could be good to get a few survey scanners. Let's maybe just get 5 of them for now. Ooh, and we've got someone, Kimmy Bruce, who we are going to be able to train in camera room twice, so that is going to be able to fulfill our objective we've been trying to do. So it wasn't even Cat Tumbleweed in the end, after all. So as soon as they've finished their training, we'll be able to tick off this. Oh, we've got a dilemma. Oh dear. Your team finds themselves inside an ancient label maker's emporium full to bursting with stickers and stamps. Every shelf is more esoteric than the last. Which corner should they explore? The bright, colourful cabinet or the dark, gloomy alcove? I really don't know. This is so 50-50 for me. Let's go for the dark, gloomy alcove. Oh, we've got an injury. In the gloom, one of the team stubs their toe on a shelf full of plaques. The resulting scream would fill several labels and be quite hard to spell. Alright, well, I'm not too mad about an injury. That's not the worst thing that could happen. Let's get this crate open as well. Ooh, Spirit of the Mountains. This is another exhibit that we're going to have to complete. A piece constructed entirely out of litter found in the Pointy Mountains. Hidden among the tin cans and loose bricks, there is said to be a secret meaning that requires a critical eye and lots of rotating. Ooh, and it needs to be kept in a cold environment. Okay, well let's place this down. Perhaps we can have one of these rooms be a cold room. If we put it down over in this corner, maybe like this. We better get those freezers down there quickly. Wall freezer, normal freezer. And let's have a look at the temperature to see if it's cold enough. Yeah, it's cold enough. That seems to be cooling it down okay. Let's get some knowledge boards up around it. And let's also decorate the room slightly. I think because this is snowy, we could have it try and look like snow. So yeah, we could get this Arctic vista up on the walls. Which is quite cool. And some Arctic bedding down on the floor. Oh, and we do also need some donation bins for them as well. Oh, and we should be using these large industrial donation bins. because they look pretty cool. Oh, we've even got a snowy fence. Maybe we place that along there. Oh, okay, and with that I think we must have trained up our guy because we've completed those objectives. Undee chants, fabulous. Those fake peddling fraudsters won't stop, but you're dealing with them artfully. The art museum is almost ready for a review from a world-famous artists. Ensure your guests and artists are thriving and your collection is as popular as possible among art enthusiasts. Okay, interesting. So let's check out the new objectives. Luckily we already seem to be pretty well on our way with them. Average guest happiness above 75, we're all the way up to 95. Average pay satisfaction above 65, that is done. Create and display 2 pristine quality portraits. I think we've already done that in a previous episode. Provide 3 art enthusiast guests with their dream visit. Well, apparently we've already done that once. I don't really know what their dream visit looks like. Is that these guys? Yeah, traits. You're an art enthusiast. You want to view 10 pristine quality art exhibits. Okay, well it seems like that is possible. And then basically just display a bunch of buzz. So we want to be going off finding new exhibits. So I think a good place to start would be trying to complete our incomplete exhibits. So this one is incomplete, this cheese lobulus. And this one is incomplete, this Spirit of the Mountains. So we've got a crate to open, and then we can send off a couple of expeditions. Olfactory Reset, an aromatic artistic experience with subject matter that truly stinks. And this is interactive. Okay, fun. Well, let's place that down. That can just come over in one of our new areas, I think. Perhaps we can have that if we move the security camera somewhere over here. And then I feel like we probably want to decorate this up a bit, maybe. We could use some of these rainbow bricks, perhaps, along that back wall. I think it could probably be all along that back wall. And then we're going to want some knowledge boards near it, are we? Oh, actually no, because it's interactive, they don't really care about knowledge. They only care about decoration. So I think we could have a few maybe arty planters around this one. I'm not really sure what an appropriate decoration for this stinky thing is. Maybe some of these columns to kind of try and give it a bit of its own area. And then a few little potted plants. These new planters perhaps. Got this little hanging spotlight, and there we go, that should be at full buzz now. Oh, and we've provided 3 art enthusiast guests with their dream visit. So we're just looking at buzz. I totally forgot to send these expeditions off, didn't I? So let's go ahead and start them to try and complete some of these exhibits. We want to go back to Underlook Hotel for more Spirit of the Mountains. And we can bring a survey scanner with us again, which is great. Let's send them off. And then our other exhibit was the cheese lobulus. Where did that come from? That came from Croquembouche. So let's send an expedition there as well. They can go off with an expedition journal for a bit of extra XP. So why don't we come back to our art studios and we can start having some people create a few things. Why don't we go for a statue? Finn Sponge Muffin is our sort of highly trained statue maker. We will need a little modelling assistant. And we can use clay, bronze or marble. We've not done anything in marble yet, so why don't we try doing that? And apparently we're going to be exploring joy. I guess that's all we can explore. Yeah, create artwork. And then let's maybe also do a sculpture with our slightly lower trained sculptor, Juliet Longbottom. She could maybe also make something with marble, because we've not done that yet. So yeah, let's try that. I wonder if we may want to build a couple more artist studios anywhere. We could probably fit another one in here. Let's see. What's their minimum size? Oh yeah, 4x4, so that would be pretty perfect. And that will be just in our little staff-only area over here. Now we do have quite a lot of things to fit in the art studios these days. 4x4 does seem to be relatively small as an area to fit all of this stuff in. There we go, that art studio is pretty much done. And then I'll just change this layout slightly so the staff door enters kind of there. There we go. And I really like this workshop because it's like you can kind of see it if you're just a visitor to the museum through these windows. You can obviously also see it from the staff side as well, but you can't actually access it as a visitor, which feels like it makes sense to me, so you could kind of see the people at work without being able to interrupt them. So let's have someone come and make something in here as well. I think we could go for a portrait. perhaps our highly qualified 2D artist. Oh, except we haven't got any models available to us right now. Oh, yes, we do. And this will apparently be a romantic painting. Let's go ahead and create that. Okay, we've got some crates ready, so let's open these up. Hopefully it's parts of our incomplete exhibits. It is a bit more Spirit of the Mountains. Perfect. Let's go ahead and attach that. That seems to be doing well in there. Let's go ahead and open up the other crate we've got as well. Oh good, and that's another bit of cheese lobulus, which is also exactly what we wanted. So let's go ahead and attach that. And so I think we should go ahead and just send these 2 expeditions back to those very same places to keep trying to complete those exhibits. Want a bit more cheese lobulus. Oh, except we've not got any models available to us yet. So instead let's go to Underlook Hotel, where I don't think we need a model for that. And we can bring a survey scanner again, perfect. Let's start that expedition. Maybe that's a sign that we need to train someone else in modelling if we're running out of them a bit. We've only really got 1 person available to train, Mandy Porridge. But we may as well do it, so yeah, let's get her some modelling training. And we've also got some artwork to unveil, I believe. Yeah, we've got one in here, so I can't remember what this is. It might be a sculpture. Yes, but it is only great quality and it is a snotty work. So this isn't the best one really, but I'll place it down anyway. Wants to be near any art decoration. I don't think this one's going to be hanging around too long. I have a feeling we're going to be selling it, so I'm literally just going to plop it down there. Oh, another art piece to be unveiled. Let's check that out. Oh, and this one is pristine and it's sophisticated. An original statue created in an art studio. Let's go ahead and place that down. I mean, that is a pretty good piece of art. That would have been a good one maybe to sell in our auction. Oh, but never mind, because we just got a 4-star museum. It's true, most of the county's great artwork has been stolen for profit by thieves, but at least they had something worthwhile in mind, like big piles of money. Sure, you may have beaten them, but maybe you should have joined them. And we unlocked a crochet beanbag, love that. So let's continue.
Now to the buzz surrounding the Undee Art Museum, where patron Zara Fitzpocket is quite literally inviting criticism. Whether you're an accredited journalist, free and loose with your opinions, or just feel strongly about looking and pointing at things, this is your call to sophisticated action.
Okay, cool. We have been promoted to Curator Class 6. The Department of Culture has rewarded the following items: Bandage Box 3 and Camera Booth 3. And we can now get our museums to a 5-star rating. That is very exciting. Why don't we quickly upgrade those things while we're here? Okay, and our final artwork that we made this episode is ready to be unveiled, so let's quickly check that out before we end. Looks like it's a pristine quality, sophisticated portrait. Okay, so let's place that down. I'm not really decorating these original artworks just yet. Okay, we've also got one more crate to open, which should be part of one of our incomplete exhibits. Yes, another bit of the Spirit of the Mountains. Perfect. Let's go ahead and attach that. We've got one more piece to find of that one, which is pretty exciting. It does look like I've also maybe kind of placed it backwards. So I'm just going to turn that around. Or even kind of place it like that. It could look, I think, pretty cool. And it wants to be near a little bit of seating, so why don't we place some of our industrial benches down around here as well. And I think we could place a few little planters in between, just to get that looking good. And with that, we've pretty much unveiled everything I think that we found this episode, so I am going to end this episode here, having got to 4 stars. I do think this DLC is so much fun, so let's come back here next episode and try and get to 5 stars. But for now, that's all from me for today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.